Hello, everyone. This is Illa Lynn, and thanks for stopping by my channel, Everything Spiritual. Disclaimer: all readings are for entertainment purposes only, so enjoy. Hi, everyone. How y'all doing today? This is Illa Lynn, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel, Everything Spiritual. Today I'm going to do the new moon in Virgo reading. The new moon in Virgo takes place on the 23rd of this month. And this is a very special new moon. Well, first of all, this new moon is clashing with the planet Uranus. So you have the energy of Virgo, which Virgos generally are very detail-oriented. And they're also very routine in nature. They can be considered a little rigid, detail-oriented, and maybe a little bossy. But Virgos definitely generally have a good work ethic, and they're able to get things done. And Virgos also have the mindset of being very dependable and reliable, and they generally like to do the right thing. Now, with Virgo clashing with the planet of Uranus, which Uranus is called the planet of chaos because Uranus deals with technology. It deals with making things better or more modernized. But Uranus is also a planet that doesn't like to be held or restricted. It's a planet of freedom. So that's where you get the clash with the energy of Uranus compared to the energy of Virgo during this new moon in Virgo. And another thing with Uranus, it doesn't care what other people think. It does what it wants to do, or it has a mind of its own. And that's another area or reason why you would have the clash with Virgo during this new moon. Also, this new moon is super powerful because in addition to it being the new moon in Virgo, it's also a dark moon. And the dark moon basically is the third moon in a season. Each season has about 4 moons. So we're at the third moon of the summer season, the third new moon of the summer season. And this is a very powerful portal. This is a very powerful time of introspection, transformation, and new beginnings, in addition to the energies and characteristics of Virgo and Uranus. Keep in mind, you can utilize the new moon energy, or you can harness the energy of the new moon 3 days prior to the new moon and up to 3 days after the new moon. Let's see what the message we have for this new moon in Virgo. Under our situation, we have sovereignty. So for a lot of us during this new moon in Virgo and this dark moon, we're going to take the time to take our power back. We're going to take the time to get clarity of mind, to get clear on what's important to us, to get clear on our ability to have sovereignty, to be self-governing, self-sufficient, independent, setting your path or course and following it. And the clarifier for that is the Three of Cups. So as you seek sovereignty, you're going to have a support system or a community that's going to support you as you utilize this new moon energy in Virgo to become more self-sufficient, more independent, and more able to govern your life by the way that you see fit instead of doing what other people want you to do. Under the expectation, we have the card blossoming. And this is basically when you have, this is the flower moon. This is when you have set your intentions, set your goals into place. You've nurtured them. You've done things to increase and to draw you closer to your goals. And you've had the courage of the Knight of Wands to take charge, to rush in. This is a very energetic card and energy. So for some of us, we took aggressive action towards setting our intentions, setting our goals in place, and taking the necessary steps to accomplish them. So some of us may have an energy of the Knight of Wands where you just want to rush in and enjoy the benefits of things that you have manifested. Enjoy the benefits of your goals coming to fruition. Now, under our hidden expectations, we have the card resistance. So as you go through this energy and mindset and transformation of this new moon in Virgo, which is going to lead you to become more self-sufficient, self-governing, more independent, you're also going to be faced with resistance. You're going to have resistance of your natural self, just being resistant to change. You're going to have friends who may not be supportive in your change because they prefer you to be the way that you were. So your hidden influence is knowing that you're going to have resistance, knowing that it's not going to be a walk in the park. This is where the clash comes in, the resistance. Now, the clarifier for that is the Queen of Wands. And this is someone who has leadership authority, who makes decisions that are in alignment with your highest good. This is the energy that the Queen of Wands possess. So knowing that you're going to have resistance to change as you go through this transformational period during this black moon and new moon in Virgo, but also know and understand you have the mental capacity, the wherewithal to take actions to counter the resistance. You know it's coming, so you already have a built-in mechanisms in place that's going to allow you to overcome whatever obstacles that you may face as you go through this transformative period during this new moon in Virgo. And once you're able to overcome the resistance, then you know that the best thing for you to do is to have peace in your life, to attract peace in your life. And part of that peace is having harmonious, balanced relationships. So as you go through this period of transformation, becoming more self-sufficient and self-governing and independent, that's going to give you a sense of peace, because you know that you have what it takes to manifest your goals, dreams, intentions, and desires. You know that you're going to face resistance because you're creating a new habit. You're creating a new way of doing things. And when we want to do something different, or when we want to expect different, when we want to get different results from a situation, we have to do things differently. And so the best path to take for you is to live in your truth, live in your peace, have harmonious relationships. And in doing so, you're going to have the release. You're going to be able to let go of any and all things that no longer serve you, that no longer add value to your life. And as you let go of things that don't serve you and that do not add value, it allows you to transform and make room for things that do. And one of the benefits of you releasing things that no longer serve you, releasing behaviors, people, situations that you've outgrown, it allows you to make room for things that you do desire. It allows you to make room for things that are important to you. And one of those things is the ability to have financial security. And this is a generational wealth. Utilizing the energy of this black moon, of this new moon in Virgo, is going to allow you to essentially release things from your aura, from your person that no longer serve you, that don't add value to you, that distract or take away from you being self-sufficient, independent, self-governing, clear-minded, making decisions that are going to be in your best interest. And once you have that clarity of mind, it's very easy to set intention and to manifest goals and desires. Along the way, you know you're going to have resistance, so you prepare for it so that you can counteract the resistance so that it does not interfere with the transformation process. And in doing these things, it's going to allow you to have peace. You're going to have peace in your relationships. You're going to attract peace in all areas of your life. And also, you're going to be able to release what no longer serves you, release things that don't add value to your life and that interfere with you setting your family up for generational wealth. Additionally, we have the waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. This is a great time to take advantage of this Virgo portal that is attached to this dark moon energy. And then, regardless of what has happened in the past, do not let it hold you back or interfere with you setting intentions and making decisions that are going to be in your best interest now and in the future. And then also we have the new moon in Capricorn. Just know that the energy and effort that you put in this new moon in Virgo, once this season comes to pass, you will see the benefits. You will reap the rewards of the changes that you're making now in your future, in the very near future. So guys, this has been the Virgo new moon reading, along with the during this video I used the term dark moon, but it is the August black moon that takes place at the same time that the new moon in Virgo does. Take some time out to prepare to harness this new moon's energy. Utilize this Virgo portal to allow you to set intentions regarding your health, your self-care, and making positive changes in your life. And until the next time, namaste.